Good evening, class. Welcome to Biblical Theology. In this course, we're going to help you explore some disciplines that are going to benefit you, such as diversity that God has built into the scriptures, which is written hundreds of years ago, and with different places and different people, 3 different languages. The unity in the scripture, which takes the common threads that connect them into a unified whole, and it presents God's revelation of himself and his purposes to humanity. Third, it'll give you a solid foundation to base your own beliefs about God. And for those of you in occupational ministry in the church, which I believe is most of you, it'll help you in your application to teach and equip those in your church, as well as reach out to those in your community. So by this point, I trust you've read the syllabus, you've looked it over, have a really good grip on it. The hard copy as well as the online Course Commons version, they're both the same, just gives you 2 different opportunities to view it. Take a look at each of the assignments, the rhythm and the flow of what we're doing, the nuances of each assignment. I want to really encourage you to look at them very specifically so you don't overlook anything, especially due dates. Very important to keep your pace. You know, it's a 5-week accelerated class, and you know all about that. It's packed full of learning, which means it's packed full of work. So I wanted to encourage you to stay on top of your reading and your writing. And again, definitely pay close attention to your due dates, especially the theory and praxis discussion forums, because there are 3 parts to each of these, and each part is due in a different day. So the initial post is the Tuesday of every week, and then there's a feedback post, and that's the Wednesday, and then there's the final response post and reply, and that is on the Thursday. Now, if you look on the module itself, you're going to see the Thursday of each week reflected as a due date. However, the module only allows 1 date, so I use the Thursday because it all culminates on that week. But once you open up the module and you get into the assignment, it's very clear of the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday sequence. And that'll be the sequence every week for you. You'll be doing your theory discussion forums for the first 4 weeks. And so stay on top of that, if you will. You've got the compositions, the reading, your theory, your compositions. They're going to be in weeks 1 and 2, along with your composition. But however, weeks 3 and 4, there will no longer be a composition, just a theory and the reading. And as you get into week 4, your 10 to 15 slide presentation, PowerPoint presentation is due. And then in week 5, you have your research paper due. Really want to encourage you to get started on your PowerPoint presentation and your research paper early. Get into your reading, really take in some of that reading, take in some of the course. But as you get through your second week, and that's a really good target for you to begin to dive into your 2 bigger projects, with the PowerPoint project being first and then your research project being second. So again, I just want to encourage you to stay on top of that so you don't fall behind. You probably will have questions from time to time on either the syllabus, the assignments, or anything in general, and I want you to feel free just to email me. Please use my Evangel email address or the email format through Course Commons. This way it just kind of keeps track of our conversations. So the course is laid out with a rhythm, as I've just mentioned. I do want to point out that for the PowerPoint presentations, there are several videos to look at, most of them pretty succinct. One of them is about an hour long. But each of these videos is going to be part of what helps you formulate your theology of work, which is really important because of your type of ministry and how you want to equip your people, as well as your own understanding of how God sees work and what it looks like from Scripture, and then how you would apply it in your everyday life. So at the end of the last module, there's a module called Additional Resources. These are really 2 amazing resources, very valuable. I really encourage you to read them thoroughly and download them, keep them for your future files. They're worth it. Dr. Don Johns. One of our Evangel professors has put these together. He's done a fantastic job, so we give Dr. Johns the credit for that. Okay, I hope that's helpful to you. Really look forward to 5 weeks together. I'm available too. I'm fully engaged. Any way I can serve and help you, I'm there. I want you to do really well. I want you to succeed in this. And I want to encourage you to take personal responsibility for your own learning. If you get into a snag with anything, I know how life goes. It happens, all of us are very busy. I'd like for you just to reach out to me. And if you're going to do that, be sure to do that before assignments are due. Because if it's before assignment that is due, I can be of help. If it's after the assignment due date, then I really can't do much for you. So in any case, glad you're in the class. Looking forward to get to know each other a little bit better. Thanks a lot. Bye now.